the attendance confirmation will be done at 1:50 up to 2 p.m. Ya, so that we can start directly the class at 2 p.m. Ya, jadi mungkin minggu depan kita attendance confirmation-nya akan dibuka jam 1:50 sampai jam 2 siang. Setelah itu kita akan mulai tepat jam 2. I thought that you have a class, okay, before this English course, okay, but one of your friends said no classes, okay. Yeah, while waiting for the other friends, allow me to prepare. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Thank you very much, everyone, for sending me your exercise. Okay, so far I have collected 39 or 38 assignments. Yeah, maybe the others. If you haven't done the exercise, please do and please submit it. Okay, so may I know what are your activities recently? Ya, since you have no other class, teman-teman sudah tidak ada kelas lain kan ya, selain proposal, lalu skripsi dan bahasa Inggris 3. So what are your activities? Okay, your daily activities maybe. Kesehariannya teman-teman ngapain aja nih? Sudah sedikit kan perkuliahannya? Are you busy doing something? Yeah, most of you maybe are busy doing your proposals and prepare for the uh, final exam ya. Okay, choosing the topics and other things. Okay, anyway, have you decided your advisor? Sudah menentukan pembimbingnya, teman-teman?
Sudah.
Oh, that's good ya. So what you need to do is just to cooperate ya. Silakan teman-teman bekerja sama. Oke. Ya, I hope that everyone will graduate on time ya. All of you ya. Jadi teman-teman semester 1 masuk bersama-sama lalu juga nanti lulus bersama-sama. Last week, yeah, we have discussed several parts of the exercise, and we still left a part of exercise that hopefully we can cover it today, and we will continue to the next part. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we will start discussing this. So this should be our last week discussions, but we have a limited time to discuss. Yeah, so we can make it today. Kita buat hari ini, tidak apa-apa teman-teman. Oke, just to review ya, kita akan review kembali, mengulang kembali skill 1 and skill 2. Ya, skill 1 dan skill 2 dengan fokus adalah menjawab pertanyaan yang berkaitan dengan ide pokok atau main idea. Ya. Ya, please prepare your answers. Silakan teman-teman juga mempersiapkan jawabannya. Oke, yang sudah mengumpulkan pasti punya jawaban. Ya, nanti tinggal terlibat dalam diskusi saja. Okay, now it's 2:10, so let us continue our discussion. We will begin with this part of the exercise. Yeah, still it is about recognizing main idea. Ya, ini masih tentang bagaimana kita bisa mengidentifikasi main idea dari sebuah teks. Ya, oke. So remember how to identify the main idea is to understand the topic sentence. Yeah, that's the key word. Understand the topic sentence. Oke, how can we find the topic sentence? Bagaimana kita menemukan topic sentence ya teman-teman? So according to the book, ya. Okay, so we just need to see the first sentence of the paragraph. Okay, kalimat pertama dari sebuah paragraf. If there's only one paragraph, so it means kalau ada satu paragraf saja, artinya bahwa main idenya hanya ada satu karena satu paragraf. Tapi if there are two paragraphs, three paragraphs, ada dua atau tiga atau lebih malah, nah we need to carefully see ya each topic sentence of the paragraph. Melihat masing-masing topik sentence dalam paragrafnya. Okay. Ya, and then we make conclusion. We summarize the information. Kita merangkum informasi dari topik sentence itu. Ya, bukan dari keseluruhan teks. No, we don't have time to read all the text. Okay, remember. Kemarin sudah disebutkan kita tidak mungkin punya waktu untuk membaca semua. Ya. Okay. Yeah, let's continue with this one. Okay, TOEFL exercise 1 and 2. Ya, ini rangkumannya. So this text is about common types of calendars. Yeah, okay, based on the suns and the moon. Yeah. So question number 1: what is the main idea of the passage? See? Okay, see? Agree? Setuju teman-teman? See?
Agree, sir.
Okay, number 1 is C. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is C. Okay, it has been mentioned, sudah disebutkan. Common types of calendar can be based on sun or on the moon. Okay, right. So this text will talk about different calendars have the similar basis. Okay, so if this one it's only lunar, moon. Yeah, this only solar. Yeah, yeah. This is too general. Tidak merangkum informasinya. Okay, good. Number 2, how is the information of the passage organized? Number 2, how is the information organized?
B.
Yeah, B. Two types of calendar are described. Okay, two types of calendar. So in this paragraph, paragraph 1, describe one type of calendar. Okay, and the second one might discuss the second type. Yeah, the first is solar, the second is lunar calendar. Jadi dua paragraf, dua kalender yang berbeda dijelaskan di dua paragraf. Okay, good. So this is another text. Oh, this is getting longer, lebih panjang nih teman-teman. Vaccines. Okay. Vaccines. Okay, question number 1 and number 3, sorry. Which of the following express the main idea of the passage? What do you think will be the answer? Okay, main idea. Okay, main idea. Okay, C. Yeah, how many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay. Nah, so if you can see this one, kalau teman-teman memperhatikan ini, okay, see the first paragraph, first sentence. Lihat kalimat pertama setiap paragrafnya. Vaccines are prepared from harmful viruses or bacteria, okay, and administered to patients to provide immune to specific disease. Okay, so this is definition, ya. Okay, kita bisa pahami adalah sebuah definisi. Next, Paragraph 2, the most basic class of vaccine. Oke, oh ya berarti ini nanti menjelaskan tentang vaksin di kelas dasar. Oke, next kita baca yang ini berikutnya. A second type of vaccine. Oh, oke, berarti ini nanti menjelaskan tentang tipe kedua vaksinnya. Oke, itu tidak perlu baca semua teman-teman. Next, a final type of vaccine. Oh, it's about jenis vaksin yang lain. Nah, oke. So, main idenya
B, sir.
B, vaccines contain disease-causing microorganism. B.
C.
Ya, the answer is C. Betul. Vaccines are derived in different ways. Nah, jadi dihasilkan dari beberapa cara. Nah, tadi kan di sini sebutkan yang pertama, jenis pertama. Oke, di sini pasti dideskripsikan cara membuatnya, bagaimana prosesnya dan lain-lain. Paragraf ketiga, second type, ya. This is the final. Oke, kita lihat jawabannya. Yang A, vaccines provides immunity to specific disease. No, ini hanya definisi tadi, hanya mewakili paragraf 1. Oke, B, vaccines contain disease causing microorganism. Oke, so ya, mungkin informasi ini disebutkan tapi tidak merangkum keseluruhan. Main idea. Oke, main idea itu seluruhnya dari paragraf, dari teks, sorry. Oke, yang D, new approach in administering. No, it's not about administering vaccine, but this is about vaccines are derived from different ways. Ya, jadi ada banyak cara. Oke, tadi caranya dijelaskan dari berbagai tipe itu, teman-teman. Oke. Ya, next number 4. How many types of vaccines are presented in the passage? B. Agree? Yeah, number 4 is B, 3 ya. Okay, so you can see from each paragraph ya. Dari setiap paragraf dijelaskan satu tipe. Okay, good. We will skip number 5 and number 6 ya. And let's go to this last paragraph I think. This text, last passage. Okay. Okay, so it's about hoax. Ya, ternyata ada juga ya teks tentang hoax, teman-teman. Oke. Ya, hoax. Nah, number 7. The topic of the passage could best be described as, oke, topiknya. Oke, B, Bravo, or D, Delta?
Delta.
Delta, yes, you are right. So number 7 is Delta. A definition and examples of hoax. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So first paragraph, a hoax unlike blah blah blah. Ini mungkin berisi definisi teman-teman. Ya, paragraf 1. Nah, paragraf 2, a famous scientific hoax occurred. Nah, ini dapat informasi bahwa ada hoax yang terkenal, hoaxnya ilmiah teman-teman, scientific hoax ya, kayak tahun 1912 itu sudah ada dulu. Oke, and then it took more than 40 years for the hoax to be uncovered in this one. Oke, ya kita lihat jawabannya. 1, A, the Pilidon Man. No, it's not about Pilidon Man ya. Careless Dawson. No, it's only a part. Ini hanya sebuah bagian dari penjelasan tentang hoax ya. Oke, teman-teman bisa eliminate ya. Remember eliminating system. Ya, kalau kira-kira bukan jawabannya silahkan di cross mengurangi opsi. C, Atropus. Oke, it's not on also ya. So the best answer is D ya. Oke. Topik umumnya, definition and example of hoax. Okay. Number 8, the last, nomor 8 terakhir. Yuk. The outer main point is that oke, poin utama yang dijelaskan di sana adalah berisi tentang A, various types of hoaxes have been perpetrated. Yeah, so this is A. Yeah, various types of hoaxes. Ya, oke. Ya, karena di teks ini dijelaskan jenis-jenis hoax yang sudah terjadi apa saja. Contoh-contohnya. Ya. Good. So you are getting better in understanding the concept, using the skills to answer the questions. Okay. Yeah, those all about mind idea questions. Jadi pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang menuntut kita untuk mencermati ide pokok. Nah, tantangannya di sini adalah kalau satu paragraf kita hanya fokus ke sana, satu paragraf itu. Tapi kita harus perlu cermat, dalam merangkum informasinya. Walaupun hanya satu paragraf, satu topik sentence, kita perlu cermat untuk merangkum informasinya. Merangkum apa maksud yang tersirat dari topik sentence itu. Nanti kita lihat jawabannya. Kalau relevan, kita simpan. Kalau tidak relevan, langsung kita eliminate saja. Oke. Kalau 2 paragraf atau lebih, ya prinsipnya sama. So we need to be careful, pay attention on the topic sentence. Ya, so that's the key. Jadi topik sentence setiap paragrafnya, lalu kita rangkum secara keseluruhan. Oke, seperti 2 teks terakhir tadi tentang hoaxes dan juga tentang vaksin. Oke, kalau kita hanya membaca paragraf pertama, lalu kita menyimpulkan, mungkin ini akan membahas tentang definisi saja. Oke, tapi kalau kita baca topik sentence yang paragraf kedua, ketiga, keempat, oke, itu berbunyi tentang jenis-jenis vaksinnya. Ya. Oke, any questions? Ada pertanyaan sejauh ini mungkin? Sebelum kita lanjut ke sini. Questions or comments? Okay. Okay, let's go on ya. Okay, let's go on. So this is skill 3, yeah. Basically this is directly answered questions, yeah. Directly answered questions. It contains skill 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So what does directly answered question means? Apa maksudnya directly answered questions? Nah, jadi di sini yang dimaksud directly answered question adalah pertanyaan yang jawabannya bisa kita temukan langsung di teks. Ya. Jawabannya kita temukan di teks. Nah, tantangannya adalah kita harus membaca detailnya. Harus membaca cepat. Oke. Berbeda dengan yang sebelumnya, kita hanya baca topik sentence-nya, kalimat pertamanya, lalu kita merangkum, menyimpulkan. But this one, we need to see thoroughly in the text, secara lebih dalam ke teksnya. Nah, there will be several divisions, ada beberapa pembagian nanti. So, skill 3, answered stated detailed questions. So this is stated detailed questions, ya. So what does stated means? Ya, stated detailed questions, ya. One piece of information. Jadi satu bagian informasi dari sebuah bacaan. Ya. Oke, secara singkat teman-teman diminta untuk mencari detail, ya. Informasi terperinci in a text. Oke. Ya, so this is the examples. Oke, kita lihat dari contoh ini, teman-teman. So Williamsburg, ya, is a historic city in Virginia. Yeah, it was settled by England colonists in 1633, 26 years after the first permanent English colony in America was settled at Jamestown. Nah, this is the topic sentence. Ya, ini topic sentence-nya. Nah, tapi pertanyaannya adalah the passage indicates that Jamestown bla bla bla. Oke, teks itu menceritakan, menjelaskan bahwa Jamestown apa? Oke. Di pilihannya teman-teman akan melihat was settled in 1633, was settled 26 years after Williamsburg, was the first permanent England colony in America. Ya, jawabannya ini sudah digarisbawahi ya, teman-teman. Cuma nanti kita lihat kenapa kok itu. Oke, was originally named Middle Plantation. Oke. Nah, this one. Kalau kita melihat pertanyaan ini, nah dia kan menanyakan satu hal yang spesifik. Oke, di sini kata kuncinya adalah Jamestown. Oke. Ada apa dengan Jamestown itu? Siapa Jamestown itu? Oke, apa Jamestown itu? Oke, nah kita bisa lihat dari keywordnya, ya. Jadi apa yang diminta di sini? Oke, so this is the keyword Jamestones, ya. And then we need directly find the word Jamestown. Oke, jadi kita hanya perlu fokus pada kata Jamestown dalam teks. Oke. Nah, kita lihat kalau kita membaca dengan cepat, Jamestown ada di line berapa? Oke, kita bisa melihat ya hanya ada di sini. Di line 4. Oke. Berarti informasi tentang Jamestown probably itu ada di kalimat sebelum atau sesudahnya. Oke. Yeah, so this is the typical questions of stated and unstated later. Oke, biasanya kata-kata yang mendeskripsikan clue-nya itu ada di kalimat sebelum atau sesudahnya. Oke. Ya, kita lihat di sini. Yes. Yeah, was settled by the England colony. Okay, was settled at Jamestown. Nah, was settled in 1633? No, it is not Jamestown, but it is Williamsburg. Okay. And then the next was settled 26 years after Williamsburg. No, it's still this is Williamsburg ya. Okay, this one masih di sini. Okay, and then the last was the first permanent English colony in America. See, this one. Yeah. After the first permanent English colony. Okay, so this information explain the place Jamestown. Ya, oke, kita temukan di kalimat sebelumnya ternyata informasi itu. Oke, ya, so that's the way, ya teman-teman, bagaimana kita bisa menemukan informasi rincinya. This is computer test. Nah, so this is both on paper and computer test. Okay, this is the questions that you will see, ya. Jadi pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang nantinya teman-teman akan temukan di soal. According to the passage, ya berdasarkan teks, bla bla bla. Apa yang diminta, gitu. It is stated that the passage, it is stated in the passage that apa? The passage indicate that which of the following is true. Nah, this is okay. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, yeah, these questions for me is a bit complicated. Yeah, because we need to read the details. Oke, mungkin teman-teman setuju juga dengan saya nih. Kalau pertanyaan tipe-tipe seperti ini, itu mengharuskan kita untuk membaca sebagian besar dari teks. Karena informasinya itu tidak bisa dirangkum hanya dengan membaca kalimat pertama, tapi harus didetail. Begitu. Oke. How to answer it? The answers of the questions is found in order in the passage. Okay, in order in the passage. Ya, in order means itu berurutan, bisa di dekat clue-nya itu teman-teman. Ya, bisa sebelum, bisa di setelahnya. Oke, kayaknya kita perlu membaca detail saja. Ya. Oke, choose the keyword in the questions. Nah, temukan keywordnya dari pertanyaan itu, apa yang diminta. Oke, lalu skim the appropriate part of the passage for the keyword. Ya, silakan temukan kata itu di teks. Nah, read the sentence that contain the keyword or ideas carefully. Eliminate the definitely wrong answers. Silakan di cross jawaban yang kira-kira tidak relevan. Ya, and then choose the remaining answers. Okay. Ya, so let us jump into the exercise. Yuk kita coba langsung latihan, teman-teman. Oke, mungkin teman-teman lebih paham mengenai yang detail-detail ini. Kita coba lihat. Oke, so this is only a short paragraph, singkat saja. SH, ya. According to the passage, what happens during an ice age? Apa yang terjadi selama ice age, abad es? What happened?
C.
C. What is C? Ice cover large portion of the Earth surface. Okay. Where can you find the information? Di mana tadi menemukan informasinya? Di line berapa?
Line 1, sir.
Line 1, ya. Okay, line 1. Ya. So this one, ice age. Yeah, ice age, those periods when ice covered extensive areas of the Earth. Ya. Oke. Nah, this one. Oke. So kita temukan keywordnya dari teks ice age. Oke, lalu kita cari this one. Apa yang terjadi? What happened during ice age? Oke, ya. So this one the answer is C. Okay. Number 2, the passage covers how many different methods of recognizing past ice age? Ada berapa metode?
B.
B. Two methods. What are they? Apa saja metodenya?
Dari line 2, past ice age can be recognized from rock strata. Lanjut sampai line 3, ice age can also be recognized from land formation.
Okay. Yeah, so there are 2 methods ya. Rock strata and land formation. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's true. The answer is B, 2 methods. Right. So number 3, according to the passage, what in the rock strata, yeah, is a clue to geologists of the past ice age. Okay, what in the rock strata is a clue to geologists of the past age? Apa yang menjadi clue pada rock strata? Oke, apa yang menjadi clue bagi para geologis dalam rock strata? Gitu. What in the rock strata is a clue to geologists of a past ice age? Apa nih kira-kira? Nah, bagaimana cara menjawab ini? Kita temukan kata geologis, ya. Ada dua di sini, rock strata and geologis. Oke, kita temukan kata itu di teks. Oke, di mana teman-teman menemukan kata geologis? Line berapa? Okay, there is no clue
Line
about
2.
geologis. Line 2.
Yes, sir.
Ya. Oke.
Yang past ice age can be recognized from rock strata that show evidence of orogenic materials deposited by moving walls of ice or melting glaciers.
Oke, right. Ya, so that's the keyword ya, past ice age. Ya, tadi di sini sudah disebutkan juga. Oke, tidak, ya, past ice age. Ya, oke. Jadi kita langsung jump ke kata past ice age tadi. Nah, itu ada di line 2, mulai dari kalimat ini. Past ice age can be recognized from rock strata that show evidence of foreign materials. Oke. Deposit by moving walls of ice or melting glaciers. Oke, nah this one. Oke, clue ya, clue mungkin bisa kita samakan dengan evidence tadi. Ya, apa yang menjadi clue-nya, evidence-nya? Oke.
Yang foreign materials, sir.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, show evidence of foreign materials. Ya, foreign materials. Jadi material asing. Nah, material asing. Oke. Jawaban mana yang menyatakan material asing? Di substances from other areas. Oke, jadi zat-zat atau materi dari area lain yang kita tidak tahu, tidak disebutkan di sana. Katanya kalau ice itu disebutkan tapi bukan. Oke, melting glaciers ya disebutkan, tapi itu kan di mana substances itu di deposit gitu kan, dikumpulkan ya. U-shaped wells, valleys, no. Okay, so this one substances from other area. Okay, so that's the way to find the information. Okay, next jump into passage 2, 5 to 7. So this is about human heart is divided into 4 chambers. Wow, so, this is scientific ya. Okay. Okay, question number 5. The passage indicate that the ventricles, ya. Oke. Nah, ini diminta untuk menjawab ventricle itu apa? Oke, atau apa? Tentang apa? Informasi apa dari ventricle yang perlu kita lengkapi, gitu kan? Oke. So, see the clues, lihat clue-nya, ventricles, jump into the passage, langsung ke teks. Di mana kita bisa menemukan ventricle untuk pertama kali? Ya. Kata ventricle pertama kali muncul di line berapa?
Line 3.
Line 3. Okay. This one. The ventricles are the thick-walled lower chambers that receive blood from the atria and push it into the arteries. Ya. Oke. Ya, dan informasi ini teman-teman. Oke. Ya, with each contraction of the heart. Oke. Nah, kita sudah temukan clue-nya, sudah baca kalimatnya. Yuk, kita simpulkan. Nah, ventricles itu ABCD pilihannya, teman-teman.
D, sir.
Oke. Bravo or delta?
Delta.
Delta. Oke. Agree? Setuju delta?
Agree.
Oke, force blood into the arteries. Oke. Ya, mana keywords-nya tadi? Ya, that. Oke. This one, force blood into the arteries. Okay, number 5 is D. Okay. Next, number 6. According to the passage, when is a blood pushed into arteries from the ventricles? Okay, see the questions. When? Yang ditanyakan adalah when. Kapan? Okay, so the answers. Oke, masih kalimat yang sama tadi, teman-teman. Masih tentang atria, ventricles, tapi lebih pada ini, kalimat yang ini. Oke. So, kapan? Ya, the blood pushed into the arteries.
A.
A, as the heart beats, between heartbeats, before each contractions, before it is received the blood, to the atria. Okay, so one of you says A, yeah. Nah, this is the answers. With each contraction of the heart. Okay, kontraksi jantung mungkin bisa disebut juga dengan heart beats, detak jantung berdetak. Begitu kan? Ya. Oke, A is the answer. Oke, skip number 7. Passage 3. So this might be the last passage. Mungkin ini yang terakhir, teman-teman. Ya, it's about the golden age of railroads. Ya, golden age. What is golden age? Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is about the bridge, ya. Okay, let's jump into number 9. According to the passage, the golden age railroads. Okay. According to the passage, golden age railroads. Oke, kita cari informasinya. Iya, satu clue lagi untuk teman-teman. Oke, untuk pertanyaan detail, stated questions ini, directly insert questions lebih tepatnya, itu pertanyaan yang ditanyakan itu berurutan, ya biasanya. Oke, kalau pertanyaan pertama dari teks itu, nah ini biasanya ada di awal. Oke, ya. Lalu this one. Okay. These questions, number 10 and number 11, usually we can find the answers in the next paragraph atau kalimat-kalimat setelahnya. Oke, jadi untuk menghemat waktu, ya, misalkan ini sudah kita jawab nomor 9, ya. Untuk nomor 10 dan 11-nya nanti kita tidak perlu membaca di paragraf yang sama atau di kalimat yang sama. Kita fokus ke kalimat setelahnya. Oke, karena biasanya jawabannya di setelahnya, berurutan di teks gitu. Oke, number 9 first, ya, nomor 9 dulu yuk. According to the passage, the golden age of railroads is it a result of World War I, period when most of US mass transportation resulted in a decrease in uniformity or standardized of train station. What do you think?
These are resulted in standardization of train station.
Resulted in standardization of train station. D. Okay. In which line do you find it? Di line berapa? Oke. Nah,
Di line ini berapa ya ini? During the post-war years.
okay. Yeah, thank you, Devi. Yeah.
9,
So this is okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry. So this is the okay. We need to find the keywords ya. The keyword is the golden age of railroads. Okay, ya. Nah, tadi informasinya berurutan dari awal ke akhir nanti. Oke, biasanya pertanyaan pertama, jadi ada teks, lalu pertanyaan pertama. Nah, itu biasanya urut dari atas. Oke, kita lihat dari atas juga. The golden age of railroads. Oh, di sini keywordnya nih, teman-teman. Sudah ada ternyata di kalimat pertama. Refers to the period, ya, from the end of Civil War to the beginning of World War I, when railroads, okay, flourish, ya, and in fact maintain a near monopoly in a mass transportation in the United States. Nah, oke. Dari satu kalimat ini kita bisa menemukan jawabannya, teman-teman. Oke. Apa itu the golden age of railroads? Oke. Kita lihat yuk pilihannya. A. Result of World War I. Apakah hasil dari Perang Dunia I? No. Oke. Is it a period? Ya. It refers to a period from the end of Civil War. Oke. B. Was the period, ya, when most of the U.S. mass transportation was controlled by the railroads. Yeah, so the best answer is B, teman-teman. Is it a result? Yeah, it's not a result, B. It's a period. Ya, period di mana sebagian besar transportasi di US itu dimonopoli, dikontrol, dikendalikan, ya, in the mass transportation. Dikendalikan oleh railroads. Nah, this is the keyword. Maintain near monopoly in the mass transportation in the United States. Yeah, that's the answer. B. Okay, number 10. The passage mentions that which of the following occurred as the result of uniformity of track gauge. Okay. Ya, kita temukan clue-nya. Di sini clue-nya apa nih kira-kira? Ya, ini clue-nya ya. Uniformity of the track code. Oke, kita cari. Itu di line berapa? Ada kata itu. Ada clue itu, teman-teman. Ada yang sudah menemukan? So, in which line we can find the clue? Di line berapa kita bisa menemukan clue itu? Oke, nah itu pasti setelah kalimat pertama. Oke, karena berurutan tadi, teman-teman. Oke, kita hanya fokus kalimat kedua. Yuk, kalimat kedua dan seterusnya. Oke.
Kalimat
Ya.
kedua, Sir.
Kalimat kedua ada kata uniformity. Oke. Nah, ya. Lalu kita baca pertanyaan tadi. The passage mentions that which of the following occurred as the result of uniformity of track code. Apa hasilnya? Which of the following occurred as the result? Oke, kita baca mulai dari kalimat kedua. Ya. Yeah, one of the significant developments during the period was the notable increase in uniformity, particularly through the standardization of track code and time. Oke. Apa kira-kira? Oke, kalimat selanjutnya kalau kayak gitu, kalau belum nemu. Ya, continue aja, nggak apa-apa. At the end of the Civil War, only about half of the nation's railroad track was laid at which, okay, now the standard code at 1 meters, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oke. Ya. Nah, ternyata yang paragraf 2 ini menjelaskan tentang proses standarisasi dari track-nya itu, ya. Nah, hasilnya oke, itu disebutkan di kalimat terakhir di paragraf kedua. Jadi akhir kalimat terakhir paragraf 1 ini menjembatani ke paragraf kedua. Oke. Nah, this one. See, during the post-war years, tracks were converted to 1 meters. Okay, and by June 1st, 1886, the standardization of tracks was completed. Okay, ini clue-nya. Sudah selesai. Resulting menghasilkan in increase efficiency and economy in the rail systems. Oke, pertanyaannya adalah the passage mentions that the result of uniformity of the track. Hasilnya adalah apa? ABCD.
B.
Ya, improve economy in the transportation systems. Ya. Oke. Number 11. The passage indicates that standardized time was implemented. Standardized time was implemented before the Civil War, on June 1st, after World War I, before standardized strike. This one, standardized time. Gimana itu dia? Oke, paragraf terakhir ya. Oke, standardized time. Standard time ya. Oke, a further boon to railroad efficiency was the implementation of standard time in 1883. 1883. Okay, with the adoption of standard time, 4 time zones were established across the country. This simplify railroads, scheduling and improving the efficiency of the railroads. Okay, it mentions 1883, 1883. Itu periode apa, teman-teman? Oke. Apakah itu before Civil War? Civil War disebutkan tadi. Tidak disebutkan, ya. Yang pasti bukan before Civil War ya, karena oke, sini sudah disebutkan the end of the Civil War. Oke, berarti opsi A sudah pasti salah, cross. Oke, June 1st, 1886. Oke, ini sudah setelahnya. Cross, hilangkan. After World War I. Kita cek. Oke, to the beginning of World War I. Oke, ya berarti ini masa di akhir Civil War sampai di awal World War. Kalau ini menyebutkannya after World War I, pastinya bukan. So the only answer is D, ya. Before standardized strike was established. Ya, this one. Oke. Ya. So the answer is D, teman-teman. Ya, ini to be careful ya. Kita perlu memang harus lebih cermat karena ini yang ditanyakan adalah detail. Oke, tapi dari opsi-opsi yang disediakan itu kita bisa melakukan sistem eliminating, ya, eliminating system. Jadi jawaban yang sekiranya tidak mungkin silakan di cross, dibatasi, ya. Oke. Ya, let's move on. Kita move on dulu. So this is find unstated details. Ya, oke. Oke. This is more challenging, ya, than stated details karena ini tersirat. Ya, teman-teman mungkin bisa menemukan clue-nya di teks, di bacaan, tapi itu tidak secara langsung, gitu. Oke. Unstated, tidak dinyatakan dalam teks. Yuk kita pahami dulu. Ya, oke. Sometimes ask the reading sessions about, sama. You should note that there are 2 kinds of answers to this type of questions. Okay, sorry, this one. Not stated ya, or not mentioned. Okay, or not true in the text. Nah, jadi tipe-tipe pertanyaan seperti itu. Tidak disebutkan atau diminta jawabannya mana yang tidak benar menurut teks. Nah, itu kan tidak disebutkan. Begitu kan. Gitu. This type of questions really means that 3 of the answers are stated. Okay. Jadi kalau pertanyaan-pertanyaan seperti itu mengartikan bahwa 3 tiga opsi lainnya itu disebutkan di teks, tapi yang satu tidak, gitu kan? Oke. Oke, tiga disebutkan, satu tidak. Ya. Ya. You should note that there are two kinds of answers. Jadi ada dua tipe jawaban untuk pertanyaan seperti itu. Satu, there are three true answers. Ada tiga jawaban yang benar sesuai teks disebutkan, and one that is not true according to the passage. Ya. Oke. Jadi tiga jawabannya itu benar dan satu yang tidak disebutkan di teks. Or there are three true answers and one that is not mentioned in the passage. Ya, oke. Jadi tiga jawaban itu disebutkan, satu tidak disebutkan. Kalau yang tadi tiga jawaban benar, satunya salah. Oke. Ya, that's the things. Nah, berarti kan teman-teman diminta untuk mencari mana yang salah, gitu kan? Mana yang tidak disebutkan di teks, in the text. Ya, oke. Ini contoh teks sederhananya. Oke, so ya biasakan membaca soalnya dulu. Oke, baca soalnya dulu. Jangan sampai mengulang. Udah baca teks, baca soal, baru cari di teks lagi. Oke, wasting time. Ya, silakan baca soalnya. Which of the following is not true about the word gadget? Oke. Kalau ada pertanyaan seperti ini, ya unstated ya, ini tipe pertanyaan unstated, berarti tiga jawaban di opsinya itu benar menurut teks, tapi satunya tidak benar menurut teks. Begitu ya. Oke. Iya. So the way to answer this, ya cara untuk menjawab ini adalah oke. So you can skim the answers, teman-teman bisa melihat opsi jawabannya atau lalu remember this and jump into the text. Oke. Or you can skim one by one, satu persatu, lalu temukan di teks. Kalau menemukan, disebutkan, berarti itu benar, jangan dipilih. Oke. Nah, so you find the information that is not true about gadget in the text. Oke. Nah, point one. Oke. Opsi A. It is used to name something when the name is not known. It is used to name something when the name is not known. Oke. Can you find it in the text? Di line berapa teman-teman bisa menemukan itu? This one. Ya, line 2 and 3, 2 dan 3. Ya, to give name to anything whose name is unknown. Oke. Oke. Jadi itu benar. Ah, itu benar. Berarti tidak dipilih. Oke, karena kita mencari yang salah, gitu kan. Nah, di sini ini jawaban yang B ya, tapi kita perlu analisa. Kenapa kok B gitu kan? Ya. It was used at the beginning of the 19th century. Kita cek. It was used at the beginning of 19th century. The word gadget. It was first used by the British sailors in the 1850. Oke, 1850. 1850 itu abad keberapa, teman-teman? Abad ke Nah, kita perlu lihat ini. The beginning of the 19th century. Ya. Oke. Ya. Abad ke-19, but it's not at the beginning, ya. The middle. Oke. Nah, jadi mungkin jawaban yang salah adalah yang ini. Ya. Kalau C, it most likely come from the word in the French language. Oke, kita cari. French, ya. Oke, ya mungkin French. Ada ternyata. Its first known use was the British sailors. Ya, disebutkan tadi di sini British sailors. Nah, jadi informasi yang tidak benar berdasarkan teks adalah yang B. Begitu. Ya. So you can so you can check the answers. Jadi teman-teman bisa ngecek jawabannya ini, opsinya itu ada nggak di teks. Oke. Kalau saya biasanya melihat satu-satu. Opsi A ini disebutkan tidak di teks. Oke. Kalau opsi A sudah tidak disebutkan atau tidak benar, ya langsung pilih A. Jadi nggak perlu baca B, C, D. Tidak. Oke. Ya, kalau A itu masih bisa ditemukan, oh ini benar menurut teks. Oke, pindah ke bawah. B. Is it true based on the text? Kalau ini sudah salah, pilih B langsung. Tidak perlu baca C and D. Oke. Ya. So that's the trick and the tips. Oke. Ya, this is the type of questions. Ini bentuk-bentuk pertanyaannya yang biasanya muncul. Ya, bisa ditanyakan seperti ini. Which of the following is not stated? Ya, is not stated. It means artinya bahwa 3 opsi itu nanti disebutkan, 1 tidak. Oke. Silakan lihat jawabannya, baca jawaban, cari di teks. Kalau disebutkan itu berarti benar, jangan dipilih. Turun ke bawah lagi. Jawaban kedua, cek di teks, disebutkan atau tidak. Kalau tidak, silakan dipilih. Next, nomor berikutnya. And then this one, which of the following is not the following is not mentioned. Ya, jadi 3 itu dimention, 1 tidak. Oke, which the following is not discussed, tidak dibahas. Ya, and this are the following are true except semuanya benar kecuali gitu. Oke. Ya, this is unstated, tidak disebutkan. Ya, jadi memang teman-teman diminta untuk mencari yang tidak disebutkan, gitu loh, unstated. Kalau yang tadi, teman-teman diminta untuk mencari yang disebutkan. Kalau teman-teman menjawab hal yang tidak disebutkan, malah salah kalau yang pertama tadi. This is the unstated. Okay, let's jump into the exercise. Exercise 4. This is the passage, first passage, blood plasma. Ya, blood plasma is clear, bla bla bla. Okay, let's jump into question number 1. Ya, tidak perlu dibaca dulu teksnya, langsung ke pertanyaannya. All of the following are true about blood plasma, except. Oke, what is your answer, friends? Apa jawaban teman-teman?
A.
A, it is a deeply colored liquid. A, so it is not true ya. Tidak benar kan? Oke, harusnya apa? Harusnya
Blood plasma is a clear, almost colorless liquid.
Yeah, that's right. Very clear, almost colored liquid. Colorless ya, tidak berwarna, bening. A, it is deeply colored. Nah, ini sudah salah. Oke, so langsung pilih A, tidak perlu baca B, C, D-nya. Langsung next. Oke, number 2. Which of the following is not stated about the whole blood? Is not stated. Ya. Number 2. The whole blood is not stated.
C, sir. C.
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 C. It is impossible to keep in storage for a long time. Okay. Whole blood. So where can we find the word blood? Whole blood. Di mana kita bisa menemukan kata whole blood?
Paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2. Okay, plasma differs in several important ways from whole blood. Okay, first of all, plasma can be mixed. Okay, can be mixed. Yeah, it is different from plasma. Benar ya, stated ya. Okay. B, it cannot be dried, tidak bisa dikeringkan. Oke, kita cari informasinya. Plasma can be dried and stored, while the whole blood cannot. Ya, cannot be dried. True ya, stated ya. B. C, it is impossible to keep it in storage for a long time. Oke, di sini ditulisnya in addition, plasma can be dried and stored. Ya, while whole blood cannot. Ya. Oke. Nah, yang C ini impossible to keep it stored for a long time. Ada keterangannya tadi. Impossible to keep in it is impossible to keep in storage for a long time. Oke. Ya, cannot be stored ya. Oke. Kalau yang D, it is clear colorless liquid. Oke. Apakah disebutkan it is clear colorless liquid? Whole blood?
No.
Oke. So point D is not stated ya. Karena yang disebutkan tadi hanya yang plasma ya. Tentang bentuknya seperti apa itu tidak disebutkan ya. So the very possible answers ya is D for this, yang paling tidak disebutkan. It is clear color liquid. Ya, memang disebutkan berbeda dari plasma, but it is not mentioned about the form or the color maybe. Ya, D is the best answer. Oke, next passage berikutnya. It's getting longer ya, lebih panjang sekarang teksnya. Oke. It's about Elizabeth Cochrane ya, Elizabeth Cochrane Seaman. Oke. Ya, ini tentang sejarah mungkin ya, tokoh. So which of the following is not true about Nellie Bly? Nellie Bly, ya. Which information is not true? Ya. Berarti 3 opsi lainnya itu benar, 1 tidak benar. Oke. Kita cek satu-satu. Ya. Nellie Bly's real name was Elizabeth Cochrane Seaman. Betul atau tidak?
True.
True ya. Oke. Ya, lanjut. Poin B. Nellie Bly was mentally ill.
False.
False. Okay. Where can we find the information?
On another occasion, she faked mental illness, sir.
Which line?
Paragraph 2, line 1, 2, 3, 4.
Line 1.
4.
Okay, line 4, this one.
No, paragraph 2, line
Line.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Oh, this one. Oh, this one ya.
On
Okay.
another occasion.
Oh, another occasion. Okay, this one. On another occasion, she pretended to be a thief so that she would get.
Yang ini sir, yang bawahnya. She faked
Oh, bawahnya.
illness.
Oke. Oke. She fake mentally illness ya. Oh, oke. Yeah. So she fake mental illness. It means that it's not true. Yeah. Yeah, it's not true that she is illness. Yeah, she has the illness. So it is fake. Yeah. So answer B is not true. Yeah, Nelly Bly was mentally ill. Yeah, it's not. It is fake. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the answer is B. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Number 4. Which of the following is not mentioned as something that Nelly Bly did to get a good story? Yeah, which of the following is not mentioned as something that Nelly Bly did to get a good story? Yang mana ini kira-kira? Yang tidak disebutkan sebagai hal yang Nelly dapatkan untuk membuat cerita yang bagus.
D, sir. D.
B.
D.
She worked as a doctor in a mental hospital. So yeah, how? Okay, in which line? Di line berapa? Disebutkan atau tidak?
Nggak disebutin di paragrafnya itu, sir.
Tidak disebutkan. Okay, so how about A? Acted like a thief, disebutkan ya?
Iya.
Yeah, this one can be a thief. Okay. Yang B, she got arrested by the police.
Ini
Ditangkap
ada.
polisi. Ada.
Ada.
She pretended to be ill. Pretend ya, pura-pura. Ada. Okay, so it's not mentioned is D. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Ah, that's good. So next, this is the last text. Okay. Okay, this is 3 paragraphs. Okay, 2 paragraphs, but it's longer. Yeah. This is about what is this? Dekanawida. Dekanawida's role as supreme lawgiver. Tentang hukum sekarang. Okay, number 5. According to the passage, Dekanawida was not Dekanawida itu bukan Okay, Dekanawida was not, bukan. Oke, kita cek satu-satu yuk. Lawmaker, yang membuat hukum. Ya, is Dekanawida lawmaker, pembuat hukum? Kita cek. As a supreme lawgiver in the Iroquois tribe, ya, lawgiver, ya, yang membawa hukum, ya. So we can say as a synonyms, ya, lawmaker is similar to lawgiver. Okay. So in this case, A is true according to the text, ya, about Dekanawida. Point B, Huron by birth. Can you find it in the text? Okay, we can find it. This one, born into the Huron tribe, yeah, a Huron by birth, Huron tribe-nya, sukunya. It is true, yeah. So we have only two possible choices. Anir Diti, is he or she ya? Ini he atau she sih? Oh, he ya, he. Okay. Okay, is he Anir Diti? Okay, find the keyword Diti. Teman-teman menemukan kata clue-nya Diti?
Maybe demigod, sir.
Which line, Regina? Line berapa?
And to
Okay, demigod. Yeah. Okay, given him the statue of demigod within the Indian nation. Yeah, Anirditi. Betul. So yeah, the best answer for this question is D ya. Drowned when he was young. Tenggelam ketika dia masih kecil. Ya. Di sini disebutkan juga drowned, but dia tidak tenggelam, tapi masih who tried to drown him. Ya. Oke. Tidak disebutkan kalau dia tenggelam, tapi di apa namanya? Di drowned but mencoba. Oke. So this one, D is the answer for this. Was not drowned when he was young. Number 6. Which of the following is not mentioned in the passage about Wempam? So find the keyword Wempam. Di mana teman-teman menemukan Wempam? Di line berapa?
paragraph 2, line 2.
Okay, so it means line 7 ya. Di line ke-7. 5, 6, 7 ya. Oke. Ya, Wempam. Oke, good. Alright, so what is this? Apa ini teman-teman? It's not true. It's not mentioned. It's not mentioned about Wempam. Tidak disebutkan. Oke, kita urut aja yuk. It was used extensively by the Huron. Digunakan secara luas oleh Huron tribe. Betul atau tidak? Wempam. Oke, can you find it? Teman-teman bisa menemukan informasi ini? It is used extensively by Huron.
No, sir.
No, oke, tidak disebutkan. Yang tanya kan dimension atau tidak. Tidak dimention, berarti silakan dipilih. This is not mentioned. Jadi tinggalkan yang lain, go to the next question. Ya. Oke, ya paling enak kalau misalkan yang A itu sudah tidak disebutkan ya, jadi tidak perlu mencari opsi yang lainnya. Begitu. Oke, ya, it is not mentioned, tidak disebutkan yang A. Ya, the answer is A. Oke, so that's about the unstated questions. Pertanyaan yang tidak perlu kita menjawab yang tidak disebutkan di teks. Oke, any questions? Ada pertanyaan dulu? Sebelum kita lanjut ke yang skill terakhir nih. Ini tidak terlalu sulit kayak gini. Yang sulit yang dua di atas tadi. Questions? No?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, now that questions. Let's jump into the next section. Okay, this is skill 5, ya. Pronoun reference, ya. Oke, jadi mencari pronoun reference. Ya, pronoun reference itu, ya, first pronoun. Pronoun itu adalah kata ganti, teman-teman. Kata ganti. Kayak misalkan she itu kata gantinya perempuan. She, dia perempuan. He, dia laki-laki. It, benda. Ya, they itu plural, jamak, bisa benda, bisa orang. Oke, that's pronoun, kata ganti. Oke, ya. So di sini teman-teman diminta untuk you need to find the pronoun, the reference. Oke, kata they di kalimat ini itu maksudnya apa? Yang dimaksud adalah apa? Begitu kan? Kayak kata it di kalimat ini merujuk pada apa? Gitu. That's the question. Pertanyaan seperti itu. Ya, this is the explanations. Ya, pronoun reference questions. Pertanyaan tentang pronoun ini. This one. And the pronoun that refers to it, okay, comes after. Okay, either type of pronoun reference questions, okay, test in the same scale. In the pronoun reference question, it's important to understand that the noun generally used first in a passage. Ya, jadi katanya itu sudah disebutkan sebelumnya di kalimat-kalimat yang di atas. And the pronoun refers to it come after. Ya. Oke, jadi kalau ada yang menanyakan pronoun reference it, nah kata yang dimaksud itu sudah disebutkan di kalimat sebelumnya. Ya, karena memang pada prinsipnya adalah dalam penulisan kita menggunakan kata pronoun, kata ganti itu setelah kita menyebutkan dulu apa yang dimaksud itu sebelumnya. Misalkan animals, ya banyak itu di kalimat sebelumnya. Lalu kita pakai kata they refer to animals. Itu setelah disebutkan di sebelumnya. So to find this, untuk menemukan ini referensinya kita melihat kalimat sebelumnya. Ya. Contoh, carnivorous plant. Carnivorous plant. Oke, tidak usah dibaca, langsung ke soal. The pronoun they, kata they in line 5 refers to, langsung cari kata they di line kelima. They have digestive fluids to obtain. Apa yang maksud dari they di sini? Kita tracking back, kita ke belakang, kalimat sebelumnya. Kalimat ke ya bukan kalimat keempat ya, tapi line sebelumnya. Satu kalimat. In order to survive, these plants have developed mechanism to trap insects within their foliage. Ya, they di sini mengacu pada these plants. Ya ini sudah disebutkan. Ya, these plants. Bukan humid areas, bukan insects, bukan digestive fluids, but this is the plants. The plants yang disebutkan di kalimat sebelumnya. Yeah, that's the strategy. Yeah, this is the questions. The pronoun blah 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 in line blah 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 refers to what? Ya, hanya diminta disebutkan itu kok. kata ini di kata they di line ini artinya apa? Merujuk pada apa? Begitu. Langsung saja, how to answer the questions. Oh sorry, where to find, bagaimana menemukan jawabannya. Paper test ya. The line where the pronoun is located is given in the questions. Okay, the noun that the pronoun refers to is generally found before the pronoun. Jadi sebelum pronoun itu, silakan dibaca kalimatnya. Satu kalimat saja dibaca, pasti ketemu jawabannya. Ya, this one, locate the pronouns in the passage. Ya, tidak perlu baca teksnya, but cari pronounnya di line berapa, lalu baca kalimat sebelumnya. That's it. Oke. Nah, let's jump. Yuk kita langsung latihan. Oke, this is about the full moon. Ya, the full moon. Oke. Number one, the pronoun it in line 2 refers to. Oke, cari kata it in line 2. This one refers to. Any answers?
The harvest moon.
The harvest moon. Oke, ya, the full moon atau as known as harvest moon ya, dengan kata lain. Oke, the harvest moon. Oke, C, good. Number 2, nggak ada. Oke. Next this one. Passage 2. The pronoun it in line 2 refers to. Oke, langsung ke baris kedua, line 2. Oke, this one. Cari kata it. Nah, this one, it refers to
A. Iya.
Mardi Gras.
Iya.
Okay, all right. So this is number 3 ya. Number 3 is A. Agree ya. Ya, agree. Okay, agree. Next number. Okay. Number 5. The pronoun they in line 3 refers to. Okay, they in line 3. Cari kata they di line ketiga. This one. Baca kalimat sebelumnya.
B, sir.
B. What is B? Statistics. Agree? Setuju?
Agree.
Okay, so number 5 is B, ya, this statistics. Okay, yeah, that's pronoun reference. Okay, thank you, friends, for the answers. Okay, I thought that there will be no questions about this. Tidak ada pertanyaan mungkin ya untuk yang ini. So, let's complete today's exercise. Masih ada waktu. Yuk, kita selesaikan hari ini. So, this is to review skill 3 up to 5. 3 sampai 5. There's a text here. The United States doesn't have a national university. Okay. Okay. Yeah. According to the passage, yeah, the National University of the United States. What?
B.
B, sir.
B. What is that? Doesn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't exist ya. Okay, betul. Because it is mentioned doesn't have a national university ya, tidak disebutkan tidak punya. Okay, it doesn't exist. Good. B. Ya. Number 2. Oh, enggak ada. Number 3. Yeah, the passage indicates that George Washington didn't do which of the following? Apa yang tidak dilakukan George Washington? Ini panjang-panjang pilihannya, teman-teman. Oke, kita lihat satu-satu. He suggested the concept for national university to Congress. Can you find it? Oke, cari kata George Washington dulu, ya. Di mana kita menemukan kata George Washington? Oke, line 2 ya, di line kedua sudah ditemukan. George Washington. Oke. Ya, George Washington first recommended the idea to the Congress. Ya. Oke. Mungkin poin A. Oke, poin A disebutkan di sana. Oke. Poin B. He chose a location for the National University. Apakah dia memilih lokasinya? Ya, he even selected an actual site in Washington DC. Nah, poin C. He left money in his will for a national university. What do you think? Do you find it? Menemukan? He left his money. Oke. Ada nggak di teks, teman-teman? Coba kita cari.
Line 3 maybe, sir.
Line 3, 1, 2, 3.
Left and an endowment.
Ya, endowment ya for the proposed national university. Betul, ya. So the answer is, jawabannya adalah yang
Di
kalau 3 sudah benar, pasti yang 1 ini salah, tidak usah dicari. Oke. Right. Next, number 4. Okay, which of the following is not mentioned in the passage about Andrew Carnegie? Andrew Carnegie. Okay, please find the keyword. Cari kata Andrew Carnegie. Dia mulai muncul di line berapa? Pertama kali muncul?
line 5.
Oke. Dia pertama kali muncul di line 5. Oke, this one ya. Oke, philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. Oke. Nah, di sini yang dicari adalah yang not mentioned. Tidak disebutkan. Oke. Yang A, he was interested in doing charity work and good deeds for the public. What do you think? Mana yang tidak disebutkan? Iya. Oke, coba kita mulai dari kalimat yang ada kata itunya. Andrew-nya itu dari kalimat mana ya? Di sini sih ya. This is during the century. Okay. The revolutions, the idea of national universities continued to receive the support of various U.S. presidents and philanthropists. Andrew pursued the cause at the beginning of the present century. Okay. Although the original idea has not yet been acted, yeah, it continues to propose bills before Congress. Oke, kita cari di sini. So he was interested in doing charity. Apakah disebutkan di sana? Charity. Okay, how about B? He was a member of Congress. It's mentioned. Oke, yang A ini disebutkan tadi di teks teman-teman. Interested in doing charity, ya. Oke, tadi dari kalimat yang ini. Ya, this one. Oke. Ya, dia mendukung gagasannya. Oke, dia mendukung gagasannya. Oke. Dan dia mendukung ininya, apa namanya, di National University. Ya, and this one, this is his job. Oke, ya. Oke, dia selalu mendukung. Ya, he was interested in the idea. Ya, ini betul. Oke, he was active in the early 20th century. Ya, during the century. Ya, ini disebutkan. Oke, so the information that might not be mentioned adalah, oke, this one. He was a member of Congress. Oke, karena di sini hanya disebutkan dukungannya itu tetap dilanjutkan in the bills before Congress. But it is not mentioned that he is the member of the Congress. Okay. B. Yeah, next. This is L.A. Tabitz. Yeah. Tabitz. Okay. Is it a place? Yeah. Okay. Is it a place? Okay. Yeah. Number 6. Okay. Which of the following is not true about L.A. Brie? Mana yang tidak benar informasinya?
D.
Can you repeat?
D, sir.
B.
Delta.
Oh, Delta. Okay. They are located under a swimming pool. Oke, itu tidak benar. Di mana dia located-nya? Oke. Where it is located? Oh, sorry, tadi ada yang oh, ada yang belum, sorry friends. Tadi ada yang terlewat. This one ya. Oke, number 5. Nanti kita lanjut yang tadi dulu. Oke, ini dulu teman-teman. Sorry, nanti teksnya keburu ganti. Ya. The pronoun it in line 7 refers to, ya, nanti kita bahas yang tadi. It in line 7. Line 7. 5, 6, 7. This one. Okay, this one refers to
C.
Original idea.
original ideas. Okay, yeah, that's true. See ya. Okay, next this one tadi number 6 according to Regina is D. They are located under the swimming pool. Yeah, it is true ya. The answer is this one. Ya, oke. Ini salah maksudnya gitu loh, bukan coba. Ini salah. Oke. Number A, ya. It contains fossils, ya. And then found in Hancock Park, ya, disebutkan di awal. And then they have existed since the Ice Age. Oke, disebutkan di sana ya Ice Age fossils, ya. Oke. So D is not true. Okay. Number 7, the pronoun the pronoun they in line 3 refers to they in line 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one refers to animals.
Yeah.
Okay, animals. The option is
D.
Okay, number 7 is D. Yeah, you're right. Animals. Okay, number 9. Sorry, number 7, 8. Oh, number 10. Okay, number 10. Okay, when did the archaeologists become aware of the possible value of the content? This is stated question ya, detailed question. Stated. When? Kapan? Okay, find the information. Teman-teman silakan cari kata archaeologist and value of the content of the turpits. Oke. Nah, kapan kira-kira? Oke, this one ya. Ada kata archaeologist ya. Ada informasi tahun. Nah, so jawabannya adalah tadi 1906. Oke. Ya, early in the 20th century. Di awal abad ke-20. 1906 itu masih beginning. Thank you. Number 11. Ya, which of the following is not mentioned?
D.
As an example.
D. Snake.
D. Snake. Yeah, snake is not mentioned ya. Okay. All right, and then let's go to the next passage. This might be the last. Ya, bacaan terakhir. The President of United States wants get away from the hectic pace. Oh, okay. Okay, number 12. Which of the following is not discussed about Camp David? Okay, cari kata Camp David. Ya, is not discussed. Yang tidak dibahas tentang Camp David. Lokasinya ada, cost-nya, facilities atau kegunaannya. Ya. Which do you think? The cost, yeah, the cost is not discussed. Okay, the cost is not discussed. So number 12 is B. B. Yeah, you are right. Okay, number 14. According to the passage, who founded Camp David? This is detailed, stated. Siapa yang menemukan?
C, Sir. F.D. Roosevelt.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Okay, FD Roosevelt. Okay, and then next number 16. Oh, sorry, 15. The pronoun he in line 10 refers to
He.
He.
okay. Okay, he refers to B, yeah. Okay, the president. Okay, next number 16. Which of the following not true about President Eisenhower? Yeah, it's not true.
C.
Okay. Number 16.
C.
C, yeah. Okay, he named the presidential retreat Shangri-La. Okay, the last number 17. Okay, Crusher. Okay, Crasif. Okay, was Camp David in
C.
C.
C or B?
C.
C.
1959. Okay, so just need to find the word crash shift. Oke, di mana kita nemukan kata crash shift? Line berapa? Ada yang nemu? This one ya. Oke. Do you find any years? Tahunnya? Yeah, this one. In 1959. Yeah, C. 1959. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all about the directly answered questions, ya. Yang stated and unstated and pronoun reference. Okay. So please remember about this, okay, about this lessons ya. Oke, karena biasanya mencari jawaban yang tidak stated atau yang detail-detail itu kita perlu waktu untuk membaca, ya. Oke, but if you know how to handle it, so you can save time, ya, teman-teman bisa menghemat waktu, and then you can directly answer the questions. Oke, oke, any questions? Ada pertanyaan? Okay, hopefully no, yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet, so.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So this is the end of the lesson. Okay, so for the next exercise, I will upload into e-learning soon. Okay, so let's meet again next week. Yeah. Okay, we will discuss another skills that will be skill 6 and 7. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day, happy weekend, stay healthy, and be happy always. See you next week.